A common postural pattern that I see on a pretty regular basis is what I call the ski jumper. So the ski jumper is when people stand like they're ski jumping and they're leaning forward. Most people don't even realize they're doing it. And so it can be really challenging to undo that pattern. The drill that I use to, number one, make people aware of the pattern, and number two, begin to correct it, is what I call the stair drill. So right behind me here, I've got about a 6-inch step. And so what I do with people who struggle with that is I make them stand on it. If you're struggling with this, start with the balls of your feet right on the edge of the step. Stand up straight. Once you've got your balance, get the balls of your feet off the edge of the step, and again, get your balance. And then once you've got your balance, scooch forward just a tiny bit. And again, gain your balance. And your goal is to eventually just be balanced on your heels. Because I guarantee if you're balanced on your heels, you're not going to be able to do that ski jumper thing or you're going to fall off. I'll show you from the side. So from the side, you start here with the balls of your feet just behind the step. And then, once you got your balance, step out. Stand up straight, same thing. Scooch out a little bit further once you get your balance. Again, get your balance, out a little bit further. Get your balance, out a little bit further. Get your balance, a little bit further. See how far you can get before you start losing your balance. And then once you do start losing your balance, just work on hanging out there. You can make it a little more challenging with a Bosu ball. Now, you're going to stand on the flat side of the Bosu ball, the side it tells you not to stand on. And disclaimer, be very careful with this. If balance is something you really struggle with, if you've got osteoporosis, any sort of crazy conditions, please don't do this. If you're new to it, make sure you got something soft to fall on nearby or something to grab onto for balance. So, without further ado, first thing you're going to do is you're going to stand right in the middle of it. So the Bosu ball has a ring. I don't know how well you can see it here, but you want to stand right on the center of it. So your feet should go right on the outside of the ring, and the line that goes across the middle of the ball should cut your feet in half. You'll step on the ball, like so, and then stand up straight. Now, some of you, the Bosu ball is going to be doing this. Just stand up there, make sure your knees are locked, make sure your hips are through, make sure your core is tight, make sure your shoulders are back, and your head is up and your chin is tucked. The Bosu ball will shake if you're making a postural error. If you don't make any postural errors, the Bosu ball won't shake, and that's the whole point. Once you got the hang of this, scooch forward a little bit. Same thing we were doing with the step, you can do on the Bosu ball. So try to get your heels right behind the line and then figure out how to get your balance. Once you figure it out, get a little further. Put your heels straight on the line. See if you can figure that out. It's pretty challenging, even for me, and I've been doing this for a while.